And I say, look, it's my duty as a knight to sample as much peril as I can. Then my conscience says, no, we've got to find the Holy Grail, come on. And I say, oh, let me just have a little bit of peril. And my conscience says, no, it's unhealthy. And I say, I bet you're gay. And my conscience says, am not. And all of a sudden, this comely shiksa attacks me and pulls down my pants. And before I knew it, we're engaged in behavior contrary to both the spirit and the letter of the Torah, written and oral. And when it was all over, we found out that she was menstruating, and I never did get the stain out of my trousers. So sin is like that. It leaves a mark. So it turns out that I really was in great peril, and that I was not up to combating the peril as the Torah would prescribe. So it's very important that our viewers don't get stuck behind closed doors watching movies with comely shiksas lying on top of them, liable to spring at any moment.
Yeah, it's very important.
So I'm listening to Jonathan Franzen's new novel, Freedom, on CD. There's a scene in there where a married shiksa climbs into bed with her husband's best friend while said hubby is away. Friend says he's not going to destroy his best friend's wedding. Shiksa says, I'm asleep. I don't know what I'm doing. Perhaps I'm sleepwalking. Why don't you sleep too? We don't know anything. We might just have some nice dreams. So she kind of spreads herself on top of him while making this argument, pulls down his shorts, and he was in very great peril. So watch out for that kind of situation. Often women will say, oh, you know, I'm sleeping right now. I don't know what I'm doing. So
that's good advice. Yeah. That's good advice. Yeah.
Okay, the biggest consequence of Leviticus 15 in the Jewish religion is the ongoing prohibition of the husband having sex with his wife while she's menstruating and 7 days afterwards until she's immersed in a mikveh. Judaism places limitations on people in every area of life: money, sex, food, time, work, etc.
Yeah, it's very OCD. You know, everything is very rigid, regimented, order. Everything has an order. Everything has a time and a place, and everything that you do, there's the right way and the wrong way. And if you left your own devices, we discussed earlier, you're going to probably choose the wrong way.
I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Mama, put my guns in the ground.
Are you going to sing again?
I can't shoot them anymore. That long black cloud is coming down. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Okay, I'm done.
Well, so I want to tell you what's happening.
I don't care about this Goyish nonsense. I'm knocking on heaven's door.
Butler's trying to climb back into the game.
Knocking on heaven's door. Come on, let me hear it from you. Right, knocking on heaven's door.
Let us check the chat room. Just checking in.
Knocking on heaven's door. Mama, put my guns away.
Okay, so Henry asks, do Frummies date or do they go straight into marriage? Well,
we don't date for fun.
We don't date for. I'm going to say that nowadays, basically everyone in the frum world. It's a good question. Basically, everybody in the frum world dates, and before they go to marriage. However, there was a time with what are they called? Pre-arranged marriages. Back in the old country, it was very common that when a boy or a girl was born, they would. The people in the village would choose for them who they're going to marry based on which other family the parents wanted to become family with. So like they had a baby boy and they were friends. Their friends had a baby girl. They would between them go, okay, these two are going to marry each other, and they would literally the two kids would meet under the chuppah. When do you, D-Medic asked the question, whom do you think is better and or more likely to seduce? Whom do you think is better and or more likely to seduce, men or a woman? In other words,
who's more likely? Well, women have more seductive power. Like men aren't trying to seduce.
Men are always trying to seduce. They're trying to conquest.
They're trying to conquer.
Conquer, as you say. You know what? I'm going to say that they both have equal drives, if you will. But we talked about this. We've gotten a discussion about this before. I'm going to say it also has to do a little bit with, in general on age groups, no? That the drive of there's nothing like the drive of the 19-year-old male, right?
Yeah, for the male it peaks at 18, and for the woman it peaks at about
40.
35.
Okay, yeah. So I'm sure that's got something to do with it. Oh, Brandon says laugh. Okay, are we done here?
I'm knocking on heaven's door. Mama, put my guns away.
Okay.
Kids, it's really important that you stay off the crack and that you stay in yeshiva.
All right, folks. We'll catch you next week. Thank you very much.